0.
Wait, I can't. Hi, I'm Joe, and today me and Jess are going to debate whether me and Nell are going to debate whether or not whether your superpower should be, if you could choose a superpower, whether it should be invisibility or mind control. I think mind control is obviously the right choice. Alright, so... I'm sorry, no. So the first thing I want to talk about is how mind control would be really good if you wanted to be a good person and do great things for the world. So, like, think about it. Like, with mind control, you can basically do anything you want to. So, if you're a decent person, like, you could basically save the world. You could make world leaders, like, stop genocide and stuff and make better decisions, and everyone would be so much better off. So, if you use a utilitarian calculus, it's really obvious that if you have mind control, everyone will be much, much happier because you can make sure that that will be the case, and there will be a lot less pain and suffering in the world. So obviously it's better to have mind control than invisibility, which maybe you can find out weird shit that you don't really want to know and go places and steal stuff and like do bad things, but you can't do something as drastic as like making the entire world a better place with invisibility. So obviously mind control is the way to go. There's no other option. Obviously, you'd have a lot of fun with mind control too, because you could do a lot of shit for yourself as well.
You get laid all the time.
Okay, so Joe talked a lot about being a better person, being a good person, saving the world with his ability to control other people's minds. But first of all, what Joe thinks is good might not be what anybody else thinks is good. And what if he says that women shouldn't wear a burqa or something like that, and all these women want to, and he's just everything. Anyway, there's a woman who do. Wait, shut up. So I'm just gonna tell you why invisibility is better. First of all, you can go wherever you want. You can find out all these cool secrets about like how money is made. Then you can print your own, and then you can save the world that way. You can first. Okay, so in Harry Potter, the way to cheat death. There are 3 tools you use, and one of them is invisibility, and none of them are mind control. And clearly, and Harry Potter uses invisibility to save the world all the time. He clearly proves that this is the way to fight evil, and being able, the element of surprise is really priceless.
It's also really interesting that she brings up the Harry Potter example, because at the end of Harry Potter, he rejects the Deathly Hallows because he doesn't want to have control of death. Because he realizes that something like invisibility is a power that can mainly be used to accomplish negative goals. Because think about it, just think about it like this. When you're invisible, what sort of stuff do? You steal stuff and you go and spy on people and like find things out about them that you probably either don't want to know or that they don't want you to know. And it's just generally bad. And the point is that sure, like mind control could be used negatively too, but there's a lot more potential for mind control to be used to affect good than there's potential for invisibility to affect good. Because invisibility just is inherently about doing things that are illicit and bad. So it's clear that... So, and just, Nell, what the...
Yeah, what is wrong?
It's because I'm debating with him.
Okay. So Nell brings up this argument that maybe my idea of what's good is different from other people's. But I think there are some things that are like, first of all, I am. And then second of all, obviously, I think there are some things people know clearly, like genocide is wrong, and there are some decisions that world leaders make that are clearly bad. Like we could have stopped Darfur, we could have stopped Libya, etc. Like there's so much stuff that would be so much better if we could just make certain leaders make better decisions. It's really, really obvious that mind control is the way to go.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. No.
Oh. Okay, now you have to start again.
No, it's not on mine.
Yeah, it is now. Yeah, it is now.
On my computer. Okay. So invisibility is. Oh yeah. Okay. So Joe just said all this stuff about preventing bad things from happening, like in the world. And I think that if you were invisible and you were in the president's office when he was deciding to drop the bomb on Nagasaki or something like that, you could have gone out and told somebody or warned. While that would have been treason, you could have You're really selling that now. And then you would have known when they would have come to arrest you, to take you to jail, and you could have hidden. And you wouldn't be able to. Oh, now it's stopping me.